coolest wheel place is MHT. Here with Art and Chuck from MHT. Art, how you doing today, man?
Doing great.
How's SEMA going for you?
Going really well.
Just gets bigger and bigger every single year.
It's kind of crazy.
And you guys are getting bigger and bigger every single year. I mean, do you have time to tell us all the lines you carry?
Yeah, number one line is Foose, then Dub, MHT forged wheels with Jesse James came on board, so he designed some wheels. Cachet, which is my son's deal, where he started, and Drive. We got a lot of different lines, and each one's a different designer or a different person running it.
And we definitely have someone here who's been with you since self-described day one, right? Chuck, you've been around since the dark ages.
Well, yeah, I've been in the business for over 20 years. Artie and I had a good relationship. I always bought from Artie many years. Now I'm working for him for a year and a half now, so it's going good. It's just.
Cool. And you were telling me that first time you guys came to SEMA, he was putting wheels down on the grass.
Oh yeah, showing me his stuff in front of Penske, Cadillac, Lexus, and I knew that he was onto something good then, and it just kept growing.
But you know, Art, you were telling me it goes back way further than that. This is something that your dad started, right?
Yeah, well, Parnelli Jones and my dad grew up together, the race driver, and he was in the wheel business first. And they grew up together racing, and Parnelli won Indy, and he says, I don't want, he's kind of got too busy to make wheels, and he asked my dad to take it over, so he did. That was back in like 64, right after. Well, I actually started 63. Parnelli won the race then, and then he bought out American Racing, so it was called Rebel Wheel, then US Mag, and then American Racing. And a big aluminum company bought my dad out, and it was huge. Selling to General Motors and Chrysler, and they're good people, but I don't like making OEM wheels. I want to make custom stuff.
The thing, every single car on this planet has at least 4 wheels on it, so there's always going to be a market for these wheels. And looking around SEMA, does it baffle your mind as to how many wheel companies there are out there?
Yeah, that's crazy. It used to be in Anaheim. I remember I was really young.
SEMA started out behind Dodger Stadium, and then they moved over to Anaheim, yeah.
Anaheim, yeah. And it's crazy. I mean, you used to be able to fit everything in almost in this booth, and it's just it's nuts. 4, 5, 6 different halls. But luckily, they put all the wheel guys together. So, in the beginning, when it really got, just about 4 or 5 years ago, they put one wheel company, one hall, one the other, and it got crazy. So.
Too confusing when you spread it out, but when it's all together like this, you really get an idea of how many there are and how massive the wheel industry is. And it's really exploded in the last few years. I mean, what's the trend in the industry right now, Chuck?
Well, I think that, the SUV market brought in a lot of the bigger wheels, and of course the 24s, 28s, 30-inch wheels now. That seems to keep growing. In the new lines that Artie's got an incredible eye for, and the designers that he picks for the wheels. There seems to be no end to it. The multi-piece stuff right now for the exotic cars and even the Cadillac CTS stuff, a lot of people are going to the multi-piece stuff now.
The spinners and the floaters almost seem like old school now. What's the new stuff? I've seen the lasers projecting images on the wheels as they spin. It creates an image, either words or a picture. What's going on with that?
Oh, we do that, but it's pretty pricey because you could like spell, you could change it in a computer, you could make it go backwards. Well, we got one coming out in a grill that you could do backwards, so you could ask the girlfriend or ask a girl their digits or something in front of it.
That's kind of a trend as well, to match your grill with your wheels. I know the Chrysler 300s and the Magnums were doing that a couple years back. Is that still popular nowadays?
Yeah, it's growing. But like a wheel, you get to sell 4. You make a grill, you get to sell 1 at a time. So I'm more.
You got to match the grill to the wheels, so it's almost like you're selling them as a kit as well. So what you mentioned that Foose is probably your most popular line, and for obvious reasons, because Chip Foose is one of the biggest names in the industry. Who else do you think is an up-and-coming wheel designer in the industry?
Jesse James stuff is doing well. It's a little out there with the web wheels and stuff like that, but people like it. Zane, our new Zane edition line, he's good. And another Steve Hedrick, who really works on our machine shop, came out with the new spinner that almost looks like it's going backwards. We call it a flash because he carved in the back of the wheel and the front, and he did some nice 2-piece. So he's really going to come on strong. He was just an engineer. He said, hey, let me throw some of this stuff. We had our managers come out. He brought this stuff out. I go, whoa. Even Chip goes, that's good stuff.
Now, Chuck, you guys aren't just wheel retailers. You guys have actually moved into one facility now where you have all of your machinings and your CNC machines, and you manufacture and you assemble right there in your own facility, correct?
Yes. We still do the single cast wheels as well as the two-piece line, all under one roof. So, and it's been very good, very good.
My last question for you guys, people are going to want to know this now that they know something about MHT. How do we get a hold of you?
On the website, mhtwheels.com. It shows all our varieties and where you can go to buy them. And they're at most retail stores too.
All right, well, hey, like I said, if you got a car and you want a cool, easiest thing to do is get some wheels on it, why don't you check out mhtwheels.com, see what you like.
Hi, my name's Art Hale from MHT Luxury Alloys, and you're watching The Hub.
Hi, Chuck Nelson from MHT Alloys Incorporated, and you are watching hubgarage.com.